Hello student, we will discuss about uniform circular motion. What is this uniform circular motion? Till now we studied about linear motion. That means when a body is moving in a straight line path. That is called as your linear motion. But now we'll talk about what is circular motion. Now circular motion means what? When a body is moving in a circular path about a fixed point. Like you can see the figure I have made here. So O is a fixed point. About this fixed point, a body, this is the body which is moving in a circular path. Now such type of motion will be called as circular motion. But when we can say the body is moving in a uniform circular motion, that means when a body is moving with a constant speed v. Let's suppose a body is moving with a constant speed, then in that case what happens? The motion will be termed as what? Uniform circular motion. Okay, so what I said here, the definition if you'll write, what is the definition for this? When a body moves in a circular path about a fixed point with a constant speed, then its motion is called as uniform circular motion. Then its motion is called as what? Uniform circular motion. Okay, so here as I said, the body will be moving with a constant speed. What about its velocity? Is the velocity also constant in this case? No, velocity cannot be constant. Why the velocity cannot be constant when the body is maintaining the same speed? So as I said, speed is what? It is a scalar quantity. Speed is what? It is a scalar quantity. But if you talk about velocity, now velocity is what? Vector quantity. Now what do you mean by vector? Vector means it will be having a what? Magnitude, plus it will be also having a direction. But the scalar quantity, it's only having magnitude. That means the scalar quantity is independent of the direction. The body may move in any direction, but it doesn't matter. But velocity, what? Since it is depending upon the direction, as I said you earlier, if direction changes, in that case velocity is going to change. Now when this body is moving in the circular path with a constant speed, speed is maintaining the same, but if you look at every part of its path, it's having a constant change in its direction. That means here you can see the body is moving over the circular path. At any point you see, suppose at this point, suppose this is the position A. Now what is its direction of motion here? So how to find the direction of motion? At that particular point you can draw a tangent. So here if I draw the tangent, and since the body is moving in the what? Anti-clockwise direction like this way, so at this point this tangent will give you the direction of motion. So that means what is the direction of motion? This is upward like this. Let's suppose at any instant of time this same body is at this position. Let's suppose this is called as your position B. And at this point if you wanted to find out what is its direction of motion, here if you look at, the direction is this one. Okay, so the direction you can see previously at this position A, the direction was this. Now at this position B, the direction has changed. Now similarly, if I consider another position, let's suppose this is the position C. So here, now look at, I am taking another point here, let's suppose C here. Now at this point C, if I wanted to find out what is its direction of motion, at this point you can see the direction will be like this because it's moving in this way, so the tangent will be what? Downward. Now you can see here at the C position it is downward. Similarly, if I am taking another point here, let's suppose D point, and the body is at this position, and at this point if you wanted to find out its direction of motion, it is like this. So you can see the 4 points what we have taken here, A, B, C, D, at every point its directions are different. So that means while a body is moving in this circular path, at every point on this path its direction goes on changing. So it never remains the same. if the direction doesn't remain the same, and as I said, velocity is depending upon the direction. If the direction changes, then what will happen to the velocity? It will also get changed. Okay, so velocity is also changing because of what? The direction of motion is changing constantly. Okay, so that's why what you can say, in case of uniform circular motion, though the body is moving with a constant speed, that you need to remember, the body is moving with a constant speed but with a variable velocity. So body is moving with what? Body is moving with constant speed but with variable velocity. Variable means what? Which is goes on changing, goes on varying or changing. So that means velocity goes on changing. So that's why when a body is moving in a uniform circular motion, its speed is remaining constant but velocity goes on changing. Okay, this is one thing, one important aspect of this uniform circular motion. You need to remember what I said, speed remains constant but velocity, what? It goes on changing because the direction changes at every point on its path. Then one more thing is, this uniform circular motion is also an accelerated motion. What do you mean by acceleration? If you remember, acceleration is what? The change in velocity. Here, as I said, velocity is a variable thing. Velocity is changing. So that means if the velocity is changing, what you can say, the body is accelerating. That is the thing. Though the speed is constant, but since the direction is changing, velocity is changing. If velocity changes, then we can say what? The body is having some acceleration. So that means here you can say uniform circular motion is an accelerated motion. It is an accelerated motion. Right? It is in what? Accelerated motion because it is having an acceleration. Now, if it is having an acceleration, and acceleration is a vector quantity, it must be having a direction. Now, what is the direction of its acceleration? So, always the direction of this acceleration is always towards the center of the circle and it will act along the radius. So, this is the direction of the acceleration. So, at every point, if you see the acceleration, so here what? It will be always directed towards the center and along the radius. So that's why this acceleration is given a special name, which is called as what? This is called as centripetal acceleration. Okay. So what I said, what is the name here? Centripetal acceleration. It is called as centripetal acceleration. So what is centripetal acceleration? As I said, here the acceleration is always towards the center and it's along the radius. Okay, so here I am writing so what is centripetal acceleration? The acceleration which is acting towards the center of the circle and along the radius. Okay, so that is called as what? That is called as centripetal acceleration. So that means here when a body is moving in uniform circular motion, so it will be having a centripetal acceleration. Okay, so you understood this one. So first thing you need to remember, here in case of uniform circular motion, speed remains constant. Okay, but velocity doesn't. Why? Because velocity depends upon the direction, and since at every part of its path of its motion, direction is changing, so velocity changes. Okay, so this is over. Then again, if velocity changes, then there will be an acceleration. So that's why uniform circular motion is an accelerated motion, right? And if it is having an acceleration, what is the direction of acceleration? It is along the radius and towards the center of the circle. That's why its acceleration is called as what? Centripetal acceleration. Okay. Now there is another term we'll read which is called as time period. Time period. What is time period? So here it is the time taken to complete one revolution. Okay, so that means when this body is moving over this circular path to complete one total revolution or one complete circular path, so here what is the time taken? That is called as time period. And here this time period is denoted by the sign what? T. Remember here capital T, that is the what symbol for time period. So as I said, time period is what? The total what? What is the time taken to complete one revolution? So we know the times formula is what? Distance by speed. So here what is the total distance? So that means you can say distance covered in one revolution divided by the what? Its velocity or magnitude of the velocity. So that means here we can say T equals to, what is the distance covered here? That means when it is taking once complete round of the circular path, if suppose the radius of the circular path, let's suppose R. Radius of the circular path is R. Then in one complete revolution, what is the total distance it will cover? That will be equal to what? That is the circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi R. If it is moving with the speed equals to V, then this will be T equals to 2 pi R by V. So this is the relation you need to remember for this case. So T equals to 2 pi R by V. So that is how you can find out the time period. So that means you have a basic idea now what is uniform circular motion, okay, and how we can calculate what is the time period for this case, okay.